So I have 5 tips for you to make your first year at ANU the best it can possibly be. Hello everyone, it's nice to see you again. If you're new here, my name is Bryn. Welcome to my channel. If you're an old visitor, welcome back. I hope you enjoy the next few videos I have coming up for O Week at the Australian National University. First of all, I would like to introduce my channel if you've never been here before. So I film videos about my life and studying at the Australian National University in Canberra, obviously here in Australia. I make this content so that people who are thinking about coming to the ANU can have an idea of what it's like to study here, and also to give some assistance to students who are currently at the ANU to make the most of their experience here studying in Canberra in Australia. So for today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how to smash your first year at ANU. This is a little bit annoying because I filmed this video, edited the whole thing, and then for some reason the files corrupted, and with my immense lack of technological knowledge, I have not been able to find them again, fix it, whatever you're meant to do. So I'm filming the video again. So hopefully the second time around it will be better than the first time. I'm not sure if that's true. We'll wait and see. Actually, it doesn't matter. We don't know what the first one was like. So 5 tips to help you make your first year at ANU the best it can possibly be. So I'll start with tip number 1, and that is to plan ahead. Plan ahead is a sort of far-reaching tip, and it's a bit wishy-washy, you know? However, I think that planning ahead is the key to success in everything. So in terms of your first year at ANU, that might be having a look at the courses both in the first semester and the second semester, see what you might like to do, and just have a bit of a think about that. You don't necessarily need to make a decision. You can change your courses right up until the second week of semester anyway, so if you don't like it, it's okay. But having an idea of sort of what you want to do and where you might want to go is a really useful way to make sure that you're reaching your goals. In addition to that, making goals. So that's the second part of this. By having goals and writing them down, you're far more likely to achieve them. So knowing what you want to achieve in that first year, planning what you would like to do, what you'd, maybe how well you'd like to go academically, or some social things that you'd like to achieve, whatever it is, making sure that you have 1, the goals written down, and 2, a plan in place of how to get there, you are far more likely to 1, enjoy your first year of university, and 2, do really well. And I think that that is something that is 1, quite easy. It will take you maybe 20 minutes to plan your first year. And, for me personally, I planned my first year, but then I went back time and time again and changed it. I've also planned the rest of my degree, but that's just because I enjoy organisation and I enjoy knowing where I'm going to be going in the future. But for me, having those plans in place for the first year meant that I could achieve my admittedly very high goals for me for the year, both academically and professionally. I will be making another video later on about how I choose my subjects and how I've sort of planned my degree to get where I want to get to, and also how that's changed, because at the start of the year I didn't really know how I wanted to be employed after I finished my degree. However, now in my second year I have a very clear goal of where I want to be going and how to get there, and I think that having those plans is so important. Second of all is to contact all your teachers and your tutors. So teachers and tutors are there to help you. You pay them to do that, so whilst they're also doing their own work at the university, a lot of their work is about helping you to learn about whatever course you're doing, so take advantage of that. I think that contacting your teachers and your tutors, 1, if you have any problems, but 2, just to start networking and forming personal connections can be really important. For me, some of the best connections I've made at university and my best networks have been formed just by contacting my tutors, so emailing them. But also, if you're going to in-person lectures, go and introduce yourself, talk to them if you have any questions or anything interesting that you've noted in their lecture, and just start forming those relationships. Also, take advantage of their office hours. If you have any problems with the course, or if you just like to talk to someone who is an expert in the thing that they're teaching you, office hours are an excellent way to build rapport with your teachers and tutors. They are also an excellent way to perform really well at the subject. I'll move on to tip number 3, which is to use all of the resources. So at the ANU especially, we have an absolute wealth of knowledge and resources, whether that be the professionals who are at our school, or services like the library or student services, or all of the other things that we have. I don't even know all of them, and I'm currently a student. But also using all of the readings that we're provided, all of the extra readings, things like that. They're there, 1, to help you, and 2, if you do utilize them, you're bound to perform better. So just, taking the initiative to 1, find the resources that are available, and 2, using them will automatically improve your performance in your first year of university. So tip number 4 is to learn how to use the library. This is sort of a follow-on from tip number 3. At the ANU, I think we have 4 or 5 libraries. 4, I think. And learning how to use the library system correctly, and also understanding things like super search and how to borrow textbooks and things like that is so important. And I think that understanding how to use the library is an absolutely vital skill to performing well at university. In order to understand how to use the library, maybe you have some understanding already, but also there are courses offered in O Week by the librarians and the library staff on how to properly employ the resources that are provided at the library. And I think that that is a great way for new students, especially international students, to get a feel for 1, the library system here, and 2, how they can employ those resources to perform their best at the ANU. And my final tip is go to clubs and go to social events at the university. I think that finding a group of people who share your values or share some interests with you is a really important way to improve your experience at university. And going to clubs is an excellent way to facilitate this. At the ANU, we have so many clubs, so many different things. Basically everything you can think of, there's a club for it. And by going to those clubs, you're definitely going to meet people who you can make friends with, and possibly they're studying the same things as you, whatever it may be. But it's a great way to network with people and also to form relationships, because the happier you are in your personal life, the easier it's going to be for you to perform in your academic and professional life. I think that the clubs are there at ANU for a reason, and not only is it good for you socially, but also it looks really good on a resume if you have an important position in a club. Yeah, I think that because they're there, you're paying your fees for these things, you should absolutely take advantage of them. Head on over, check them out. If you're an international student, it's a great way to meet some other people who might be studying similar things, or just to meet people, practice English if that's not your first language. I understand how difficult it must be to study in a different language. I can't imagine having to study in Spanish, so studying English must be incredibly difficult. And just, having that support network there will help you to perform your best in your first year at ANU. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this little chat we've had about how to smash your first year at ANU, how to perform your best. I think that everyone is capable of amazing things, and by following these 5 tips, you are definitely more likely to achieve those academic, personal and professional goals that you've set for yourself in 2021. Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I have a lot of people reaching out to me, asking me questions about what it's like studying my course or just studying at the ANU, and I would really like to be there, answer your questions if I can. Obviously I can't give advice on your application or things like that because I just don't have the knowledge to do that, and I would feel awful if something I said caused something bad to happen to your application. But if you have any general questions, I am more than happy to answer them. You see me around campus during the next O Week, which is in a week or so. I'm more than happy to have a chat with you about your time, well, the time you've already spent at ANU or about the time you're going to spend at ANU. Yeah, so if you have any questions, reach out, ask me. My next few videos will be about OEIC and also about things like how to choose classes, how to plan your degree, studying with me. Maybe I might do a little bit of a tour of ANU. I'm not sure, very anxious about filming in public at this point. How to write high distinction essays, all of those things. So also, if you have any requests for videos, please leave them in the comments below or reach out to me and I will try to facilitate them as best I can. So thank you for that, everyone. Bye bye.